It's a good job I can stand up, isn't it? Hello, everybody. Everybody enjoying Shindig so far? Yay. Who's been here since Thursday? Who's had alcohol for breakfast? Well done, well done. My name's Sue Scary. I'm from Manchester, so I'm a bit of an exile in the southwest. Moved down here about 9 years ago, and I haven't lost my accent yet, despite trying to integrate as best I can. So when we moved down here, we were advised about choosing a place to live, and people said choose somewhere with a good school next to you, because I've got a son, and normally in Manchester we choose somewhere with a good correctional facility, because we want to control the locals, you see, and it's very different. So we looked at all sorts of places to live. We looked at Bridgewater. What a fucking shithole that is, eh? Nothing going on there. We looked at Glastonbury. I went to Glastonbury. I've never been before, right? Never been to the festival or nothing. And we looked at Glastonbury because I thought, I like a festival, and I thought we might be able to get them cheap tickets, you know, like day tickets for locals. But I went on this day where there was loads of eccentric people standing on street corners shouting at things. And I thought, oh, I don't know if this is the place for me, you know, it was all a bit political and strange. And I thought, if I lived here, right, and I ran out of bread or I ran out of milk, where the fuck would I buy it? I can get tarot cards, a wizard's cape and some crystal balls, but I can't get any fucking bread and milk. So we thought we'd sit down and we'd have some breakfast and we'd have a think about it, and I tell you what, the mushrooms were brilliant. So we live in Taunton in Somerset, right? And it's a smallish town compared to Manchester, where I'm from. And it's got two kinds of people in Taunton, really fucking rich and really normal people. And you can tell that from the high street, right? Because on the high street, you got the job centre, you got Iceland, and you got a fucking Rolex shop, right? All next to each other. I mean, who the fuck is in the Rolex shop? The boarding school kids. They're in the Rolex shop. All of them. And if you're really posh in Taunton, right, you can live in Corfe. But if you're even posher, you can live in Far Corfe. Sorry, I had to put that in. So, when I was in Taunton, I thought to myself, I need to integrate with the locals, don't I? Because I'm never going to get to know anybody otherwise. So I thought, what I can do to make friends, I can do some volunteering, because that's really good, isn't it? You know, putting something back into the local community. So I joined the Guide Dogs Association. It's a charity that's really close to my heart, and we do all sorts of things. We do like street collections, and we have a pop-up charity shop near Christmas, and you know, we do all sorts of things. So I've been volunteering all weekend, and I went into work on Monday, and they said, what were you doing at the weekend? I said, oh, I've been out guide dogging. And they went, I don't think you have, love. Go on then, guide dogging, how does that work? What are you, audio descriptions? And then someone else said, well, thank God it's not Braille. And I said, well, that's ridiculous, because I mainly just stand there in the entrance. And I've got a big bucket. And I asked for contributions. I don't know what was wrong with that. So, geography of the southwest, right? Fucking hell, takes a while to get to know where places are, doesn't it, right? Because, you know, the old population of the southwest would fit in Manchester. And it's all really close together, Manchester, and it's dead easy to learn. So, I was doing some gigs, right, and I got used to going to Plymouth because it's straight down from Taunton, right, so it's dead easy to get to. And then someone asked me to do a gig in Falmouth, and I thought, well, it must be next to Plymouth. Falmouth, Plymouth, it's fucking miles away. It's on the edge of this little tiny bit of Britain with nothing else fucking near it. 3 fucking hours it took to get there. It was winter. I didn't see a single thing on either side of the road. It was just darkness all the way there. I passed 2 tractors because it was rush hour. It's fucking unbelievable, the southwest. Couldn't believe it. So, what else can I tell you about? Oh yeah, the accent, right? The accent round here. ages when we moved down here. People kept saying to me, where are you to? It's like, where am I to what? So I was watching a film the other day and my son said to me, we were watching Terminator, and my son said to me, he said, do you know what, Mum? When this film went to Austria, Arnold Schwarzenegger was not allowed to do the voiceover. And I was like, what do you mean he's Austrian? Because his accent in Austria is a farmer's accent. Right, can you imagine it? Hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista, baby. I mean, it just doesn't have the same kind of ring to it, does it? So it took me ages to get you, where are you two? Come with me if you want to live. It's not very menacing, is it, really? So, I travel a lot for my job. I travel a lot. Means I eat on my own a lot, right, for dinner. So I've become a professional nosy parker. I mean, I was already one, really. But I've become a professional nosy parker. And when you're in London, they put all the tables like dead close together because they want to make the most out of all the floor area. So I was there one night and I was having dinner and I was listening to this couple on the next table. And they were obviously on like the third date or something because they were swapping bits of information about each other, you know. And he said to her, so I was about to pack my son off for his week in Italy, and my ex-wife phoned me and said I'd packed his condoms. And he said, oh, and I forgot the condoms, so I got 24 off Deliveroo. And I thought two things instantly, like, fucking hell, 24, that's ambitious for a week, isn't it, right? And then also I thought, I didn't know you could get condoms off Deliveroo. I thought that was just for dinners. Right, where have I been? And then I thought, right, imagine, right, you're the Deliveroo driver and you get the order, 24 condoms. Fucking hell, they must be having a good time. Right, I better hurry up, hadn't I? So you go to the shop, you get your condoms, you get on your bike, because they're always on a bike, aren't they? You get on your bike, you cycle up, right, you get there, all out of breath, press the doorbell, here's your condoms. It's all right, love, you're 17 minutes too late, finish myself off. Or, right, Deliveroo driver, shit, 24 condoms, fucking hell, they're having a good time, aren't they? Go to the shop, shit, no condoms, better get a substitute. Get your substitute on your bike, run up, press the doorbell, here's your cauliflower. Shit, I'd rather have had a cucumber, thanks mate, if it's not the same to you. And the other day, I was in Heathrow, international arrivals, right? Fucking mental, that place, right? So there's two doors, and I'm like watching for the person, watching both doors. God, I was nearly dizzy, right? And suddenly this very smartly dressed man appears, also waiting for someone to arrive from arrivals. He's got these very smart trousers on and a very smart shirt and braces. And the only thing he's carrying is a mobile phone, and he's got it like behind him like that. Because obviously he's posh or something. It's got very shiny shoes as well. You know, shiny shoes. Don't trust a man in shiny shoes. Right, that's all I'm ever going to say to you. And sticking out of his pocket was a massive cucumber. And I thought, obviously he got a substitute, didn't he? I don't know who he was picking up. My person arrived before. What a shame. So, what else can I tell you about? Oh yeah, we're at a festival, aren't we? And there's camping, isn't there? Well, me and my husband, Mr. Carey over there, give us a wave. We don't camp anymore. We're banned from camping after the last time we went camping at a festival. I've got a bit of a bad back, which I'll probably tell you about later. And we used to be these people that turned up with a 6-man tent for the two of us and a massive inflatable king-sized airbed. Because I've got a bad back, you see, and I don't like it near to the ground. So we arrived at this festival, we set up our tent, we blew the airbed up, we went off dancing, we like a bit of a dance, me and Mr. K went off dancing, and we were wending our way back to our tent about 3 o'clock in the morning, tripping over the guy ropes, and some people were having a very good time in their tent. And you could tell because they'd left the light in the wrong place. Some people were having a very good time in their tent. And we got back to our tent, and we're too old to have a good time, so we just got into bed. And we lay there like that on the airbed. And we went, fucking hell, there's a slow puncture in this. And you know what it's like when you've got a slow puncture in your airbed? We'll be absolutely fine as long as we don't move a muscle. As long as we don't move and we spread the weight evenly, we'll be absolutely fine. Because if one of you moves there and you roll over, the fucking rest of it pops up like the White Cliffs of Dover, doesn't it? It suffocates you. So we're lying there, and we're both front sleepers, so we're lying there like that, having drifting off to the sounds of people having a good time in their tents. And all of a sudden I get cramp in my leg, and I'm in one of them fucking mummy sleeping bags. Cramp in my leg, and he goes, straighten your leg, straighten your leg. I can't straighten my leg, I'm in the fucking sleeping bag. So I'm like, lying there next to him, and I'm thinking, managed to turn over, thinking the only way out is to climb over him, because I've got the wall of the tent here, and he's at the open side. So I'm lying there, and he's going, fucking straighten your leg, get out of bed. I'm trying, I'm in a fucking sleeping bag, I'm stuck. So I managed to like swing my leg over, and I'm on top of him, and then I get cramp in the other leg as well. And of course, the other side of the airbed shot up like the White Cliffs of Dover, and he's lying face down, he's suffocating him. I'm suffocating him, going, I can't fucking stand up. Then he switched the fucking light on, didn't he? Couldn't believe it. I was mortified. A standing ovation from the campsite the next morning we got. We don't camp anymore. We've got a caravan now. So, I did say I've got a bad back. And I got a bad back because I've been run over a couple of times. Well, actually 3 times, really. Now, I mean, they're not my fault. And it's not just carelessness either, right? I'm a very careful person. The first time, admittedly, I probably was a bit careless. I had a Black Russian drinking race in the student bar when I was 18. I think the Black Russian won because we got run over, me and my friend Gaynor. Just the standard running over though, you know, me in a car. Poor car hit my knee, Gaynor went over the top. The guy offered to give us a lift to hospital, which I thought, well, fucking hell, that's civil since you've run us over. And he said, would you mind if I just pick up my young son? I was just on my way to pick my young son up from Scouts. And I had this vision of this 11-year-old standing on the side of the road, waiting for his dad to turn up, crying his little eyes out. It's a fucking 18-year-old adventure scout, wasn't he? He didn't need picking up, he could have adventured his own way home. So the second time I got run over was in the swimming pool. Now, I am a lane swimmer, right? And I'm a middle lane swimmer. And the problem with the middle lane is there's always people who are too fucking slow in there. And there's always people who are too fast, and they're normally blokes. Yeah. And they're too fast because I think they want to show off about how fast they are. And they're not brave enough to go in the fast lane in case they're not quite fast enough. So I'm there minding my own business, swimming away. And this fucking bloke swam over the top of me. Actually over me. The hairiest man I have ever seen in my entire life. He was like a one-man filtration system. Every single hair as it dragged over me violated my pores. It was awful. We'll gloss over the third time because I ran myself over with my own car. You know that? Anybody ever remember East 17, the band?
Yeah.
Brian Harvey, right, he ran himself over with his own car. And he had a completely unbelievable story as to how he did it, right? He said he ate 3 jacket potatoes and he felt sick, so he opened the car door and he leaned out, fell out and ran himself over. Right, no one eats 3 jacket potatoes. They're not fucking shredded wheat, are they? No one eats 3 jacket potatoes. And what about his seatbelt? Completely unbelievable. Something else obviously really happened. I can't tell you about how I ran myself over. It was all because my right leg was being a dickhead, right? That's all I can say. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to finish off by telling you about one of my favourite jobs that I've ever done. I used to be a call centre manager, and my favourite job was when I managed a cosmetic surgery call centre. And you know, We deal with rude parts of the body. We've got a free phone number. We had a couple of regular weirdos that used to phone us up, you know. So we had all over body hair waxing man. Doesn't take a genius to work out what he was interested in. We had tan tights man. You could say in intricate detail everything you were wearing, but the minute you got to, and I've got my tan tights on, boom, he was off. Brilliant. You could string him along for ages. But we used to get loads of really normal questions as well, like, you know, how much is a boob job? And you'd go, oh, it's $6,000. And they'd say, is that just for one? And you'd go, no, it's buy one, get one free today. I mean, can you imagine if we did them one at a time? It'd just be fucking stupid, wouldn't it? And these days, everybody's really concerned, aren't they, about make sure you go to a reputable place, right? So we was a member of a professional association called the British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons, or BAPS. I mean, that's got credibility, hasn't it? But the thing that I find most amusing about cosmetic surgery, you know, you can get it on finance, right? So I get the fact that I've got a mortgage, so technically I don't own all of my house. And I got my car on a PCP, so I definitely don't own that. But how can you, like, not own parts of your own body? How does that even fucking work, right? So imagine, the world is not a simple place these days, is it? It's complicated. Our jobs are not fucking secure anymore. So you have your boob job or your liposuction on finance, and you lose your job. And you can't make the repayments. How does repossession work? I mean, it's going to be a bit awkward, isn't it? I mean, does somebody break into your house in the middle of the night, crawl up the stairs, commando style, into your bedroom, just pop one boob as a warning? Or you're leaning on the photocopier at work and they inject your fat back into your ass when you're not looking? I just don't understand it. So I'd like to thank you very much for listening to me this afternoon, witter on about my life. I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival, but just before I go, I'm going to leave you with one final thought from my days in cosmetic surgery. And that is, as a nation, we spend more money on cosmetic surgery than we spend on Alzheimer's research, which is fucking staggering, isn't it? Fucking staggering, right? Do you know what that actually means? 30 years' time, loads of old people in nursing homes with pert boobs and hard-ons and no fucking idea what to do with either of them. Thank you very much. I've been Sue